Today we're going to be making ET cookies out of Bravetart, which is a super fun cookbook. If you like desserts, particularly if you want American desserts, it's a James Beard Award winning cookbook. It's got a bunch of cool stuff on classic American desserts and then name brand American desserts if you want to make homemade Oreos or homemade Twinkies, oatmeal cream pies, all sorts of stuff. It also has all the other sort of like staple classics like red velvet cake or apple pie, a whole bunch of fun stuff. Definite pickup if you're a dessert lover and if you love American old school and commercial desserts. Now, today we're making ET cookies, like I said, and it is named after ET the extraterrestrial because he loves Reese's Pieces. And you can see in our ingredients, we have Reese's Pieces right here. We've also got milk, vanilla extract, sugar, honey roasted peanuts, baking soda, creamy peanut butter, baking powder, an egg, and butter. And that's all there is to it. So we're going to go ahead and just hop straight in and make these cookies. I've gone ahead and added the peanut butter to our stand mixer bowl here. Now we're going to go ahead and put these other ingredients in as well. So we're going to go ahead and put in the sugar. And this is the baking soda. And now we're going to add the baking powder. And a little bit of salt. And we'll go ahead and throw in the butter. So most of the ingredients are getting used right out of the gate here, but the other ones will go in at different times here before we make essentially just a solid set of dough here. And then lastly, about 2 tablespoons of vanilla powder, but if you watch my videos, you know, I don't measure vanilla. I like a lot of vanilla. So, okay. Now we're going to go ahead and put in our paddle attachment and do that on low. Paddle attachment. We're going to do that on low for about 3 minutes to incorporate all of these ingredients together. All right, you want the peanut dough to be light and fluffy at this point, like you see here. Now we're going to do 2 things. We're going to go ahead and crack our refrigerator cold egg and put that in. And we're going to go ahead and continue to mix that on low. And then we're going to grind up our honey roasted peanuts in this spice grinder. And once this is incorporated, then we'll add the peanut flour and some other things in. So, all right, let's go ahead and do that now. The egg is incorporated. You can see it's kind of, the dough's taking on a little more of a glossy sheen, but still light and fluffy. So now we're going to go ahead and put in peanut flour from our ground nuts. And we're also going to put in about 3 tablespoons of whole milk. And then we're going to continue to mix this, and a nice thick cookie dough should form from this now. There's 1. 2, 3. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up, and I'll show you guys the result. All right, you can see everything is incorporated. It looks nice, but it doesn't really look like a good cookie dough, and I'm actually going to leave this in as a precautionary example here. Always check the ingredients list and always double check yourself. The ingredients list on this video will be accurate, but it's not thick enough because I forgot to put the all-purpose flour in. So 1 cup of all-purpose flour included in this recipe, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in now. And just go ahead and mix that in. You'll see how this thickens up quite a bit here. And at this point, I'm also going to go ahead and just put in the Reese's Pieces because they're going to be in the dough. The recipe says to use a full bag. I have made this recipe a bunch of times, and it's a full bag is too much. So I just used most of the bag and kind of eyeballed it. So, okay, I'm going to mix this up and then show you the final dough. All right, that looks more like cookie dough. I'm going to get this cleaned up, and we're going to move back over to the table so we can scoop the cookies. All right, I use an ice cream scoop to get uniform size and shape in my cookies. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And we'll scoop out a whole bunch. And yeah, I'm going to continue to do this. You can see how they're all nice and round. And get these in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. If you want them chewier rather than, I find if you put them in for the full 10 minutes, they get a little crusty. So I put them in for about 9 minutes, so they're a little bit chewier. All right, and here is a plate of our finished cookies. Like I said, I like mine a little bit under on the softer, chewier side. You can cook them a little longer and get them on the crispier side if you prefer that, if you're going to be dunking them in some milk or something like that. One of my favorite recipes is very peanut with honey roasted peanuts, creamy peanut butter, and Reese's Pieces. So if you have a peanut butter lover, they will absolutely love this recipe. And I'll go ahead and just show you one up close and sort of show you yeah, that's great. So I'm going to enjoy these. I'm going to give these to some of my family as well. And if you guys enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next one.